Welcome, my non-existent viewers. This is the 5th out of 7 Pokemon-themed videos that I am making this week. You know, this week started back on Sunday, my derby cover the Pokemon theme song, and continue my mini-series of ranking my top 5 favorite Pokemon of each type. This video, we're going to talk about my top 5 favorite Bug-type Pokemon, Fighting types, and Dragon types. And just a brief reminder of this series, like if there's a Dual-type Pokemon that you already saw in any of my previous lists, you're not going to see it again in any of these ones. There are certain Pokemon that's going to appear on like my fighting type list, and if it's a dual, like, you know, bug or dragon type, you're not going to see any of those lists either. So with all, and I also excluded like legendaries and altered forms and all that stuff. So yeah, let's begin. Starting off with bug types, my 5th favorite bug type is Metapod. And remember, like yesterday in my video when I talked about like my 5 favorite ground types, I put Diglett on there because some Pokemon, you come across them and you just cannot take it seriously. Like whenever you come across it, I just want to like mess with it. I remember like in my Soul Silver days, my Typhlosion, I taught a cut for whatever reason, and whenever I came across a Metapod in like Viridian Forest, I was like, okay, all it knows is to move Harden, right? So how many like cuts does it take to kill a Metapod? And I would just like laugh hysterically at it. My 4th favorite bug type is Ariados, mostly because I love its design being like, you know, a spider-themed Pokemon. Not the only spider-themed Pokemon I got, of course, but you know, it's like I've been fascinated by arachnids for as long as I can remember. And you know, like and spiders, you know, they get a very bad rep they don't deserve. They control the insect populations, and I think some spider species are cute, and they deserve more praise, and Ariados gives them that. My 3rd favorite bug type is Yanmega because I love its ability Speed Boost, and I love its wide range of attacks, and it has, I think, one of the highest like special attacks of all non-legendary bug types. And though I am kind of peeved at Game Freak over this one thing, Bug is the only typing that has never been paired with Dragon. Like, there's a dual Dragon type for literally every other Pokemon except Bug types. Even got a normal Dragon type with Drampa for crying out loud. So why didn't Game Freak make Yanmega a dual Dragon type? That would be so killer. Like, you know, Yanmega and Flygon, two very big missed opportunities for a dual bug and dragon type. Like Gen 9, I know it's coming out at the end of this year, so fingers crossed we get the dragon bug type that we all deserve. My 2nd favorite bug type is Volcarona, and I just love it's a dual bug and fire type, and if you guys know me, I love me some fire types, and there's just like something really mystical about its presence, like in the Unova games where you go to that one desert region, I forget what it's called, and you go there and Volcarona is waiting for you. It's like the most legendary, one of the most legendary not legendaries we could have. Again, say what I want about Gen 5, I said it again when I talked about seasons back in my grass type Pokemon list. Like, say whatever you want about the Unova games, whether it's your best, whether it's your favorite generation or your least favorite generation or your second least favorite or your second favorite generation or anywhere in between. When it got things right, it got things right, and Volcarona is one of those things. And of course, my all-time favorite bug-type Pokemon is Heracross, and I know I'm not alone on this rather popular opinion that Heracross is my favorite. Again, I also like Volcarona's with its fire typing. I love fighting types, and Heracross is a dual bug and fighting type. I love its Mega Evolution as well as its design, and it is quite a pain in the neck to catch from. Like, from what I'm told, you gotta like slather honey on like basically every honey tree in Sinnoh if you're playing like Shiny Pearl, Brilliant Diamond, but it's so like rewarding when you finally come across it. Alrighty, moving on to my list of favorite fighting types. Again, this was not the easiest list for me to make because I love fighting types. It's like one of my 5 favorite types right there. So kicking off the list, number 5, I'm kind of cheating on this one. I'm putting both Hitmonchan and Hitmonlee because these two are basically inseparable in Gen 1 days, and Gen 2 they made it like a branch evolution of Tyrogue alongside Hitmontop, and I love how Hitmonchan and Hitmonlee are based on Jackie Chan and Bruce Lee, respectively, like two, like, you know, master martial artists that we saw like in all the corny like 70s martial arts movies, and you know, I've come to embrace Bruce Lee's quote, "Do not pray for an easy life, pray for strength for a difficult one." It's important to draw his wisdom from multiple places, kids, just saying. 4th favorite fighting type is Primate, and this is kind of like one of those like sort of joke Pokemon for me because like when I was a kid, I had this weird tendency to like nickname my Pokemon most random things. Like in the Platinum days, I named my Houndoom Monkey, even though Houndoom is based on a dog and not a monkey, and I just started naming like Pokemon, like the most random Pokemon, just Monkey. So my friends in high school, they say, "Vitas, your spirit Pokemon is Primate because you never shut up about monkeys," and I'm like, Yes, because Primate is just like a pig and a monkey. Or just Mankey, it's like, oh, it's a monkey, no, it's a Mankey, ha ha ha. My third favorite fighting type is Machamp. This is like Gen 1 nostalgia. It's one of the Pokemon that you have to evolve through trade evolutions, so it's like, hey, way to start trying Machamp. And I remember, like, I never actually defeated Red in my Soul Silver days, but my friend Ryan did in elementary school, and I watched him play. He got a Machamp through GTS, and we were like, I was watching him like fight Red on Mount Silver, and I was like, oh dude, this is gonna be so difficult, I'm like so nervous for you, and he was like, Vitas, relax, Machamp can do this, he's Machamp, hee. And my second favorite fighting type is Blaziken. I didn't want there to be too many like starter Pokemon on my list of favorite fire types, because I think the list I made for that video was already had like 4 out of 5 fire type Pokemon I chose for it were all like final evolved starter types. And you know, I already put Infernape on that list, so I figured, okay, I think one dual fire fighting type on that list would be enough. So Blaziken is my second favorite fighting type. It's like, this is nostalgia. I think Helen had the best starter Pokemon out of all the regions. This is my opinion at least. And Blaziken's just, I love it's you know, it's a bird Pokemon, you know, Torchic, if you believe in the whole, like, all the fire type starter Pokemon are based on like the animals in the Chinese zodiac theory. Torchic is the rooster, so yeah, this is like one rooster that I do not want to mess with. And I love its Mega Evolution as well. And of course, my number one all-time favorite fighting type is Lucario. This is another nostalgia thing for me because I love Lucario both in the games and the Pokemon movie, Lucario and the Legend of Lucario and the Mystery of Mew, or whatever it's called, where like you meet Sir Aaron's Lucario, and that Lucario like talks in that movie, and they're like going on adventures together. And I also love Lucario in Super Smash Bros. Brawl. That was like, oh, I was obsessed with that game in elementary school. All my friends were, and Lucario was one of my favorite characters in that. And Lucario's just like such a unique design, being like a jackal person that shoots aura spheres at people. Like, I was just completely, I'm just as enamored with Lucario today as I was in elementary school. And again, if you ask me nowadays what my all-time favorite singular Pokemon is, for me that's like picking my favorite child, but Lucario definitely is up there for me, and like an S tier for sure. Moving on to my list of favorite dragon types, again, Dragon is in my top, is like my 5 favorite types, and this was also a rather difficult list for me to make. My 5th favorite dragon type is Kuma-O. I believe Kuma-O is the only dual dragon and fighting type, and I spent a lot of time in Pokemon Moon just like scouring Vast Pony Canyon for like a Dorogamo, and I came across it. I was like, yes, this is the pseudo legendary of Alola, I need to catch it. And I did, and I love its design, I love its abilities, and again, I just love its typing, and it's just very majestic, and it was quite a boss fight for the last Totem Pokemon. I believe it was the last Totem Pokemon, my memory is correct. And yeah, my 4th favorite dragon type is Altaria, and this is like another Gen 3 nostalgia thing, because I grew up with Emerald. I've also watched my sister play Emerald, and Altaria was like one of her, like, it was one of the main Pokemon that she used, and that was like her designated like fly Pokemon. You know, back in those days, you needed to have like Pokemon new HMs to get around, so everyone had at least one flying type on their team, and they knew to move fly. And for my sister, that was Altaria, and Altaria is a beautiful design. And I remember like sketching on it. You know how some restaurants have like the paper covering over the tables? Yeah, I would sketch Altaria quite a bit. My 3rd favorite dragon type is Dragonite, the original pseudo-legendary Pokemon family. It's Dratini, Dragonair, and Dragonite, and it's just like Gen 1 nostalgia. It was like, you know, I loved its appearance in the anime as well. Lance and Soul Silver had 3 Dragonites. Ooh, that was quite a boss fight right there, not gonna lie. And yeah, I love its designs, and hear me out this one. Like I said, there's never been a bug in Dragon type. What if in a future Pokemon region, or maybe this coming one, the 9th region's coming this fall, what if they made like a regional variant of the whole Dragonite family as like a dual bug and dragon type? Just give like the ability of levitate or something like that so it can still fly. Because Dratinis, on almost every game they've been in, you have to fish for Dratini, right? Because it lives in the water. Kind of like how dragonflies lay their eggs in water, you know, dragonfly nymphs. So what if you had to fish for like a regional regional variant of Dratini and evolve it into like a dragon? Just imagine what that would look like a Dragonite with antennas and green skin and like bug wings. I don't know, maybe I'm just blabbering nonsense, but I just think that'd be super cool. And my 2nd favorite dragon type is Kingdra. Pokemon logic, it's like, this thing that's basically a giant seahorse is a dragon type, but not Charizard until the introduction of Mega Evolutions. Like, oh, this is a dragon, but Charizard is not a dragon. Pokemon logic is just the best. But yeah, Kingdra was like the only dragon type Pokemon introduced in Gen 2. It was like a continuation of the Seadra family. And yeah, it's what's they're not like the Kingdra special attack, it's one extra attacks, and it only has 2 weaknesses, Dragon and Fairy. You just gotta have it. And lastly, my all-time favorite dragon type Pokemon is Salamence. And it's like Gen 3, the Hoenn region was the only region introduced 2 pseudo-legendaries, this and Metagross. And yeah, when I got Alpha Sapphire, I knew that I needed both of my team. Like, you know, just scouring the Victory Road or wherever you found Bagon. It was like catch the Bagon, then evolve it into a Shelgon, then evolves into Salamence. So the whole progression is just very satisfying. And, you know, Salamence can learn a very wide range of attacks from, you know, like Dragon Claw, Crunch, Fly. I taught my Salamence Steel Wing because, like, it has a 4, it has weakness to Ice, and it's weak against Fairies. Both those are weak against Steel type moves, so Steel Wing is what I go. Salamence is just like has a very special place in my heart, as well as many of their dragon type Pokemons. Like I said, I excluded legendaries from all these lists, but like Rayquaza being like the version mascot of Emerald, especially, like that's my all-time favorite Pokemon game. And like at one point I considered like getting like a Rayquaza tattoo like going around my arm, because I've seen people like geek tattoos on the internet, but nah, that would be my chance of employment. Well, there you guys have it. Those are my top 5 favorite Pokemon in the bug, fighting, and dragon types. And stay tuned, I got 2 more Pokemon-themed videos coming your way soon. I've been like pre-recording most of these videos on the same day, just, you know, to save time and on editing and stuff like that. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and have a nice day. Stay beastly.